All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the latest Weekly Wednesday Lunchtime Livestream. I'm DDO Community Manager Cordovan here for another week of Wednesday madness here. Give it up my lunch hour for Twitch streaming on DDO. This week we are on Cannith. And really don't have a big agenda today. We're just mostly here hanging out, having some fun, going to run a few quests, and love to have you join us. I do have an LFM up right now on Cannith for Lord of Stone. We do have, I'm level 16, but it really doesn't matter for the live stream here what level you are. If you can get into Lord of Stone, go ahead and hit up the LFM. It's for Gamogo. I do say I'm live streaming twitch.tv / DDO stream here on the LFM, so just go ahead and hit it up. We'll fill the group up and get running some stuff in a little bit. Thanks everyone again, for joining us every week here, starting at Wednesday, noon Eastern, -4 GMT on twitch.tv / DDO stream. Don't forget to follow us if you want to be notified whenever we're going live. We are also going to be live streaming a little bit later this afternoon at 1:30. I'm going to be joining Bonnie Bew and I think Even Note for a somewhat smaller party than usual for our Summer Fling Static group. So what are we going to do? Word is we're going to run the pit. And that'll be at 1:30 Eastern Time here this afternoon. So if you want to see me noob my way through the pit, that's a great way to do that. It's a special static group thing we're doing, and it's a lot of fun. This week, I just thought we'd run Lord of Stone and whatever else we really felt like running, just because I haven't run Lord of Stone here on Cannith yet, and haven't really run on the live stream before either.
Hello.
It's a fun quest.
On you.
Oh, hey, Bonnie. Welcome. Very much appreciate you joining us. And as you just hear, Bonnie's joining us in our party, so that's very great. Yeah, short manning the pit, and it's going to be short by whoever else is in the party minus me, because I don't know anything about running the pit. You would think after all these years I'd have figured the pit out, but I have to admit I am a pit piker, and that's part of why we were motivated this week to change things up and have Even Note, who is apparently a bit of a pit expert, guide me and Bonnie through this thing, and hopefully not completely be terrible. It'll be fun. I'm enjoying it, really looking forward to it myself. So, let's see, what else we got going on? Basically, in terms of what's going on in the office here, it's just getting ready for Update 23. We're hoping to get this out to Lamania pretty soon here within the next couple of weeks. So as soon as we have a build that gets cleared by QA and is all ready to go, we're going to be bringing that to you as quickly as we can. So that'll be exciting to see a preview of I'm not sure what we're going to do for this first preview, but probably at the very least the Epic Orchard of the Macabre landscape. I know we have a raid coming up fairly soon, a preview of the new raid on Lamani, but I'm not sure if that's going to make the first week or not. I don't know. That's about it, really, I guess. What else we got? We've got our bonus this week, starting tomorrow, is going to be Guild Renown plus 15. So it's a good chance to pick up some Guild Renown. That'll be starting, like I said, tomorrow. Usually kicks off sometime before noon Eastern when we get it out there and ready to go. So can expect that through the weekend. What else we got? Gen Con. We are not personally at Gen Con this year. We don't have a kiosk, but I know Tolero is down there. Is going to be hanging out with folks at the DDO Players meetup. It's going to be a Friday night with drinks at the Severin Hotel Bar. So if you are of age and interested in hanging out with fellow DDO players, we know that I've sent some swag down there to give away, and I'm pretty sure Tolero's got some stuff as well. Plus, it's always a really good time to do that. So if you're at Gen Con, good luck and have a great couple of days. Man, Gen Con is always one of my most fun things to do. But I can't make it this year because I recently went on vacation and have a 10-year wedding anniversary coming up soon, so just couldn't really fit Gen Con into that schedule. But all right, thanks for joining us also on our chat room here for Twitch TV. Feel free to ask any question you want. If we can answer it, we'll do our best to. Let's see. Skunk City mentions DDOcast did do a pit walkthrough for those who need it. That's episode 316. That's a good one there. Titan asks, who's the main coordinator for Lamania right now? That remains Cookie Kobold, is our main Lamania coordinator right now. And I tend to help out a little bit as well. I typically put together the release notes, from the development environment into the live environment. So I'm the one who's actually writing up and typing them out and getting them sent out for review and all that for the release notes. So I do that for Lamania. And I do show up and spawn gear and monsters and do my best to crash the server, and have a good time there as well. So that'll be coming up real soon on Lamania. Lamania is currently closed right now, but will be open, like I said, pretty soon for update 23. Let's see. What else we got in our chat room? I guess that's about it. Before we get going here, let me see. You guys ready to maybe get going in a couple minutes?
Yeah, I'm headed towards the 12th. You said Lord of Stone?
Yeah, let me quick share that. And yeah, I just figured, I haven't really run Lord of Stone on the live stream and haven't run down this character at all, so I thought it'd be a kind of a fun one to yeah, find something that we haven't run too much. I actually picked up a pretty basic two-handed weapon from the auction house just before I got on here, so I made someone 11,000 plat. But basically, I realized that I didn't actually have a great axe here, so I need to get that. So I guess I should probably hit the mailbox quick before we get started. Yeah, we have been at Gen Con in years past, either in an official capacity, say on the show floor, or oftentimes in a just semi-official capacity where we're there anyway and hanging out and having some fun with folks. So, but this year we just can't make it happen. So, unfortunately, it's not to be this year. But like I said, Tolero's going to be there at the player party. And that's, again, Friday night starting at, I believe, 9 o'clock Eastern. There's a thread on the DDO forums about it if you want to find out more, and that's at the Severin Hotel Bar, which is just a couple blocks from the convention center. It's within walkable distance if you're going that way. Well, this character, I have to admit, this character is actually quick created for the last round I did on Cannith. So the guy's, yeah, he doesn't really have much gear or anything, but I'm really just kind of here having fun, so it's alright. But I realized I didn't actually have a two-handed weapon, so I found at the auction house for 11,000 plat a +2 Sun's Fury Great Axe of Axiomatic Burst, and that seemed like just kind of a general, random gen basic weapon that'll get me started here, so... Nice, Titan. We have someone live streaming on their Android phone. Yep. NorwestCon. I'm not familiar with that one. I'm assuming that's in the Northwest. Not what I'm particularly familiar with. But I know we have, we're all gamers here inside the office, and there's quite a few of us, so we have a tendency to get to a lot of conventions around. But I don't know of anyone particularly going to that one. All right, what do you think? Want to get started here, short manning this?
Sure.
It looks like, we're all at level, so I don't know. What do you think? Normal, hard, elite?
It doesn't matter. All the difficulties at once.
Is a level 17. I'm only 16, and I'm kind of gear gimped, so I'd say let's do hard. Yeah, let's give hard a try, and we can, if we blow through it, we'll just go in again and on elite.
You have entered a small corner of Khyber, the vast and legendary underworld where the sun is never seen.
Alright, make sure I got...
A twisting passage leads deeper into this stony realm.
I don't want combat expertise, so I'm going to stick with... Yeah, I'm going to stick with power attack, I think. And this guy's just a basic stalwart defender. Two-handed. Oh, I think we're alright for now. If you got fire resist or something, that might be nice. Fire of the Dragon Leader asks, any work on the orchard items? I know work is underway on the Update 23 item stuff. I sit near the guy doing a lot of the work on it. And so I know that they're hard at work getting that stuff ready. But we don't yet have a release to just sort of
The Kyber
talk
gem
about. But you guys will be
shimmers in
seeing
the
that stuff
gloom.
pretty soon here.
Several of these precious jewels would make a fine gift for the Lord of Stone.
All right. Titan is level 30 coming with update 24. No, it is not coming with update 24. It's been pushed off really to the future. If you read the DDO producer's letter from July, we basically say it's something on our radar for next year, but we don't have an update assigned to it. It's really going to come when we're ready for it, when we feel like we have enough content to support it, and frankly are ready to do all the work and roll that thing out. So, no ETA on the exact level cap yet. It's still up in the air. But it is something where we are. We haven't abandoned the idea or anything. It's just been pushed off. Yeah. I see we have a parrot here.
Yes, of course. Love the parrot.
That's true. You can take advantage of our lack of level 30 now by ETRing a whole bunch. Uh-oh. There we go.
Unimaginable power.
Alright, that'll work. Maybe I shouldn't have grabbed that much aggro. Not smart. I was just gonna say, don't mind your work, you know. I'm just grabbing the gem. You don't really need it. You got lots of them. It's for a good cause. It's for the Lord of Stone. Welcome, Amabed. We are currently underway inside of the quest.
I may be going back the way we came.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Epic Orchard is looking good. I haven't seen a whole lot of it yet, but from what I've seen, it's looking quite nice. I did get a chance. We recently had a kind of an internal early look at the raid and the dev environment. We just sort of went through and saw it in its current
I just switched this
state.
character over to single weapon fighter from 2-weapon fighting. So it's interesting to see how different she is now.
I bet. I can't really say anything about what we saw or did there during that kind of internal play session, but it's looking awesome. I can tell you that much. Lots to look forward to with the raid. You guys will be seeing that fairly soon here on Lamania. Within our first couple of Lamania updates, I believe, is the current plan for it anyway. So that should be pretty rad. Let's see. Is there anything else to do back here? Not really. Oh, there's just a little bit. Here we go. Afraid it got slowed. Any haste potions? No, I don't know much anything. Oh well. You're right. I don't, bundle from the parrots. Yeah, I don't think we have a parrot bundle yet. I'll have to bring that up with Tolero when we next get the opportunity. I'm not sure what's going on there. But you're right that we don't yet have a parrot bundle in the DDO store. Yeah, I sort of picked the green one myself. I like that guy. Oh, is there more to see? Did I miss something? I think we're going up the ramp, right?
Probably. I'm just looking around. The map looks suspicious there, and I was like, is there something hidden? Is there an exploding wall?
Yep.
But I didn't find anything.
A large stone lion with jeweled eyes stands near a large and ornate crest. Although the marble form stands silent and immobile, it appears that the statue is meant to be the crest's guide. The stone creature crumbles into dust. At the same moment, a massive stone door rolls open, inviting you deeper into Khyber.
Actually, I guess I don't really need to shrine up.
I don't have to shrine either. I think I can hold it. But if anyone's shrining, I will shrine. I will cave to peer pressure and shrine if anyone's shrining.
Yeah. As one mentions, this quest is interesting because it gives the very weapon that's best to use against it. It's kind of an interesting comment thing to note. We do that in some other places too. People are talking about their parrot names, some of which maybe I can't say. They are pretty funny though. Yeah. Alright, we good?
A hovering eye spots you and then rushes away. This must be one of the Lord of Eye's
Darn, I
agents.
love those eyeballs.
Destroy these spies
Yeah,
before
me too.
they can report back to the master.
And not just because I'm a big fan of the Residents.
Waves of heat rise from a large hole in the cavern floor.
All right, sauna. Yeah, we actually have heard quite a bit that people would like some succubi pets. Who knows? But that would be pretty neat. Sure, sounds good. Oops. Yeah, I just want to say, sort of a standing offer here. If you feel like maybe you can't join us on whatever server or adventure pack we're running because you don't have the adventure pack, I'd be happy to pick up a guest pass for you for the purposes of having you join us in the live stream. So don't feel, provided there's a guest pass available for it. Don't feel like you can't join us just because maybe you don't have the pack. No problem at all helping you out there. So with a guest pass. Yeah. Whoa. Oh. Nice. Ouch. Ouch.
Can I raise dead? I can. Oh, wow.
Welcome. We're actually in the middle of running this as we speak. We're gonna wait to see if these folks wish to join us. Give it a minute before we hit that chest.
Pop the chest, yeah.
Let's see. Mary wants me to tell you, Bonnie, that she called out to you like Bonnie with 3 exclamation points.
Mary! Exclamation point, exclamation point. Yeah, if I was in chat right now, I'd probably totally be able to see her talking, because she's very diligent about, logging in and watching these streamings. Because Mary's the best.
Yeah, people are raising a good point that, we do have those small succubi illusionary sprite
shout out to
models.
Legend, too, even though I know he's not watching. Legend!
Yeah, they're all on their way to Gen Con, so...
Yeah. I assume, at least half the people who do Summer Fling are on planes right now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe all.
Yep, they're leaving us in charge of the guild, which I'm sure is going to work out great. So Dan Teal asked an interesting question. So now that Dungeons and Dragons, 5th edition.
Might have the carrot sniping.
Nice.
Yeah, someone else has a carrot.
Anyway, yes, with 5th edition coming out, do the DDO developers look to see what they might incorporate from it, or is it a separate thing? Yeah. It's it's not really so much a direct process. We're not say opening up the rule books right when they come out and say, oh, we're going to include that, and that. But as Dungeons and Dragons evolves, we always keep an open mind. So.
DM is totally my favorite.
Nice. Because we did ultimately bring in a few concepts, say from 4th, that you saw, particularly with the weapon damage kind of thing, and you never know what might happen here. But it's not any kind of direct translation that goes on, or now that 5th edition's out, we need to change all the rules to make it 5th or anything like that. The next streaming Kyber run's going to be a little while, because I was looking back, and Kyber was the one I started this cycle with, and I'm only, what, 4 servers now into the cycle. So probably going to be a couple months before I make it back to Kyber.
Had my voice off this whole time, haven't I?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think everyone's in here, right? Is everyone still out? I think we're good to hit this chest now. Looking on my map, 1, 2, 3. No. We're missing 1. Yeah, I'll probably, they'll land us either next week or the week after. I typically have been trying to do 2 weeks per server, so I might be back to Cannith again this next week. But then honestly, the other thing is we've got Lamania hitting, fairly soon, so we'll be trying to do some streams from Lamania as well, so that'll interrupt things just a little bit. But Atlantis is on my list to get to pretty much as soon as I can get to it, so. Let's see. Someone asked, let's see, what about the Magister? Are we planning to update the Magister Epic Destiny? I don't know of any immediate plans to do that, but I know that, Epic Destinies are something that we are looking at in general, so who knows. But I don't know of any plans to update Magister right away. Alright, let's hit this chest. Have our old Amania tunes been wiped yet? I don't
Legendary
know.
victory! Yay!
I'm going to guess that they probably have, or at least will be by the time Lamania is opened up next. So yeah, probably will be. And we usually do that so that when people can copy over their newer characters without any real hassles. Lich with augment summoning. Yeah, I've actually seen that pretty effective. Pretty nice. Oops. Say, Bonnie, could I get fire resist?
Yes! Anybody else wants to resist fire?
I have it.
I guess everybody else pretty much has it, except
It's
for
almost like
me
other
for
people are
me.
prepared and I'm not.
I got prepared in 10 minutes before this started. I was like, oh, maybe I have a character I can depend on.
Someone asked about anniversary cards. Will they be obtainable in the game later on?
The only thing I forgot to turn on the voice.
I don't think we have no plans to sort of make them random loot drops or anything like that. So the cards that are available for the anniversary event, are just as they are. I don't know of any plans to say, have alternate sources to obtain them. That said, it's very likely that in the future we'll be seeing that anniversary card system used again for other events or whatever might transpire. So I would say new cards likely. Alternate ways to get the old cards probably not. Oh yeah, Testoja will absolutely be on. Yep.
An impatient guardian paces on the far side of the blazing chasm. a creature formed out of molten lava.
Scoria. The name.
Once again, a door opens when its guardian falls. It's almost as if someone was inviting you inside.
Well, heck, can't keep them waiting. Or is there something else we should be getting? Oh, actually, are there some other gems in here?
Did someone say jump?
No, just seeing it. Is there any other gems we're missing from this room before we go on?
I can't remember where they are.
I've only done this quest once before, so I don't know.
I think we're okay. I guess we'll just go on. All I could say in regard to Hipperin, your question is we're always looking to prevent exploits whenever and wherever we see them. It's being cute to find gems. Yeah. I have basically my target next to one of my mouse buttons, so I can just kind of click, click, click on the side there and use it to pick up collectibles and targetables and things like that. So nice to have a 4-button mouse. 4 or 5. I guess technically it's 5, right? Because it's got that middle mouse button, which isn't really a button; it's more of a scroll wheel. But hey, who's being picky? Right. Yeah, I found myself doing that too when I'm watching Twitch streams. You actually start trying to turn the camera on your own. I can go first person here for a little bit, just show you it. Woohoo! I don't know where I got that adhesive slime. I don't know if I want to know. My axe is just random gen. I mentioned earlier in the stream I picked it up from the auction house before I started here just because I didn't actually have a two-handed weapon. I was a two-handed fighter. Yeah, that'll happen. And so I just went to the auction house and made someone 11,000 plat. Did a quick buyout. It's a +2 Sun's Fury of I don't know, random gen bane. Axiomatic Burst. Yeah, let's not get too far on. Don't want to grab too much aggro. Guess I probably shouldn't have tried to trip the eye. If it floats, you probably can't trip it. Just a tip. Yeah, it's, I mean, for just kind of a quick, you know, random gen level 16 weapon, it could do a lot worse. The price was certainly not bad either. but I had, you know, improved critical slashing and, you know, all that. So, wanted to make use of my two-handed fighting while I had it. I recently just leveled up to 16, actually, just before I hit the server here today, so I picked up a greater two-weapon fighting, or two-handed fighting. That lion roaring basically means you've met one of your quest objectives. I'm going to guess that was probably your onslaught bonus there. It's a marker basically saying that you've got an XP bonus in your quest. And you'll see similar sounds for like traps and stuff.
The shimmering
those
gems
bonuses.
you have collected will make a suitable gift for ornaments.
I feel like, oh, here we go.
An ecstatic Medusa dances to an eerie tune, surrounded by a crowd of stone statues. She invites you to join in her revels with a sinuous gesture.
Yeah, it did take a little, I remember when they first appeared, I too was like, what? They should use the Wilhelm scream. That's funny. Yeah. No. I'm a dwarf. I wouldn't be totally opposed to being turned to stone as a dwarf, but only if it didn't mean I was dead.
The Medusa hisses her last breath. Her revels ended permanently. A stone door rumbles to life in the distance, opening the way forward.
Yeah, Yamanura says you just basically turn around, because she has to look at your face for it to work. I've never actually tried that, but I guess that makes sense.
Hey, a shrine. I could use one of those.
I am a dwarven fighter. Like I said, I just quick rolled up a character, so he's real straightforward. Just a basic strength con, pure fighter, dwarf, just because I hadn't played a dwarf in the live stream. And two-handed fighting, and I actually, initially, just because I was in a hurry, dipped into stalwart defense, but I would probably redo that if I was actually sort of playing this character more regularly. I suppose I could use my gold roll on the live stream. I haven't actually, you're right, I'm just sitting here on one. Let's see what happens. Alright. Middle of the road, decent XP bonus. I don't think this guy will be using that raid timer. Yeah. Alright, looks like we're pretty good. Well,
glass
I mean, this
sealed
character
chamber
is,
stands before you. Judging from its construction, you will need a
not
set
someone
of
I'm playing
crests to
regularly.
open it. The crests you collected during your journey through the Lord of Stone's domain. How convenient.
We must be missing a crest. Is anyone... Oh, there we go. All
I
right.
forgot. I picked one up when there was death. Like, pro tip: check your pockets.
A regal figure
Tensors is
gestures for you
great.
to
Someone in chat
approach.
mentions
You
tensors.
have
I use
found
tensors
Orlaz,
constantly
the Lord of
on
Stone.
my arty. It's really nice. Why, look, a visitor. I usually do the fighting down here.
The Dalkir raises his hand. and a
Yeah,
squad of gargoyles
I have the
instantly
block and
springs into
cut.
battle.
That was because of the first time I used this character, I was actually sword and boarding it. I can't use it right now while two-handed fighting, so again, I should probably not. Probably get rid of it. But yes, that was basically for sword and board. It's a 3 times weapon cut. It's
More
not
gargoyles
terrible.
rush forward, eager to die for their mad lord.
It's a low tier kind of tree thing.
A familiar hiss signals the arrival of a savage Medusa and her followers.
I'm gonna try this looking overweight thing. I'll try it next time. There was a technical issue on the spell component bag. It's something we could potentially do in the future,
A colossal form bursts
but there
from
is
the
a
stone,
technical issue in
roaring
using the spell
defiantly.
components from the bag. At least back in the day, that was the issue. I like that his name says Final Exam. Oops.
Your performance in battle pleases the insane Dalkir. The Lord of Stone agrees to help you against the Lord of Eyes.
Alright.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I think it's the same issue with Trap the Soul. Nice. Earthshatter Warhammer, one-handed, Greater Stone Prison, Adamantine, Rock Shattering, Maiming, -2 dex, +5. Not too terrible. I actually know one person. Actually, no, that's not true. I know 2 people that have eschew components as a feat, but not too often. You don't see it too often. Yeah.
Thank you for the run.
Yeah. Thank you. Let's see. Well, we got
I
about
was good to see a quest start very soon.
yeah, no doubt. Let me get a screenshot. Just so you know, a little later on this afternoon, I will mail you an in-game mail with a code for some turbine points. Just a way to say thanks for joining us here today on the live stream.
Thank you.
Yes, Titan, we do have Summer Fling coming up
Happy
at
hunting.
1:30. Yep. Let's see. I don't know. Is there anything quick we can do here? Does someone have Lord of Eyes up by any chance? I'd have to red door it, but anyone got that one?
I don't.
No.
Cool, Fuzzy. Yeah, interested in red dooring or quick doing Lord of Eyes here?
Sure.
Sure. Where is it?
This way. I think our power level was about right. Why don't we go back in on hard here? Or why don't we do elite if we still have that level 21 with us, huh? I never bothered putting my materials in the hot bar. I have to be honest though,
It's another one I don't know very well.
I do like one nice
A
thing
12
about
mage
working
stands
turbine
by
is we
her
do get
recently
some free
defeated
turbine
foe.
points,
I
and
like
I
to
tend to
quest
spend
like-
them
allowing you to
Maybe
proceed
every 3
through
or
the
4
door.
TRs.
on Omni spell dusts. I've done this quest, it's been a while, but it's not too bad.
Glowing towers of magical rings designate where the active levitation pads are.
My favorite
Time
thing to
put
kill
your
though is a
trust in the
beholder.
12's magical designs.
Let's go up, 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 up. Hey guys, just so you sort of go up on these things. This fight can be a little tricky. Just try to bail if you need to, but...
I don't know where I'm going.
That's fine. Ultimately, we're just going to basically be going everywhere, so... If I recall correctly, the Armored Beholders actually made their debut on this adventure pack.
You can start with the fire elementals over there, Herodotus says. Weaken them and lure them over to the trap. It's the device with the red ring around it in the center of the cavern.
So essentially all we do is we just drag him into the circle and kill him.
And if I remember correctly, they get really tiny and cute.
There we go. I actually tend to put my most used hotbar key at number 4. So I can just drop up my finger and do that. Do you guys do the same thing? Or you guys main as number 1 sort of guy?
Can't remember.
Pretty sure you can bluff him in too if we have someone with a good enough bluff.
Right in the middle of the kill spell, too.
Oh. So I'm just looking at the chat here. Yeah, I know I can't trip an eyeball. I just do it. Let's see. Yep.
Thank you.
Alright, I got the essence.
Is there a shrine nearby?
Yep, there's one right here.
Are we coming back here?
No, I don't. Actually, wait a second. Eventually we are, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna save the shrine then, so that lots of spell points.
Right, because I'm pretty sure once we're all said and done, we're coming back here, and then there's a section where he's going to operate the mage fire cannon, and we do some stuff. So essentially, each one of those kind of levitating platforms will take us to a section where we're going to capture one of the elementals. And once we have them all, we come back down here. Right, you know, we probably shouldn't be buffing. There's a lot of beholders in this quest.
This is true.
Oh, you're
I
right.
had in the game was having my brain sucked out by a mind flayer.
Nice.
And I was a
You know-
Warforged at the time.
You know, someone in our chat actually mentions that the beholders don't debuff in this quest, so I guess we are okay.
Yeah, that's why I like Kyber beholders better than other beholders, because they don't anti-magic you and stuff.
Yeah, these guys shrink.
They're tiny. When they shrink, they're tiny and cute. They're like little pocket elementals.
I like to think of them as going, no. I don't know of any plans to update War Priest to make it more range specific. Sorry about that. I haven't heard of anything like that.
I will admit, this is where I come when I want Earth essences, like the soul gems, or adamantine rituals and stuff.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty wise decision. I actually have my Artificer on Arganesson is my main Trap the Soul guy for that server. We got the goggles and just kind of nice.
You have captured enough Earth elementals. Take their essence and bind it to the Magefire cannon.
Alright, got it. I'm not familiar with that particular issue, Skunk. Sorry about that. I'm sure QA is, but I'm not. Barbarians, you know, I know there's been talk about it. You know, we've been working on a lot of the classes here in recent updates. And certainly Barbarian is probably one that could use a little bit of love, so... We don't have any immediate plans to announce anything in that regard, but it wouldn't surprise me at all if at some point here in the future we took a look at Barbarian. These Watcher's Eyes and stuff that you're seeing arrive in my inventory, these are things that will be happening in the next updates. Or not next update, this was used for weapon crafting, sorry. Gotta get my brain working right. You can update the weapons in here with this, so... Not wise. A beacon of hope instead of beacon of hope. Alright, you guys ready to go up here? recall correctly in this part, you don't need to do both sides. You just really need to do one side or the other. Unless, of course, you're going for your conquest. But good advice on Shadow Dancer. I'm not familiar with that, but you guys are giving some good advice there. So, thanks for that. Alright, we're going forward here. We don't need to go around. No, I think someone asked a question. Do you think at some point we could have Forgotten Realms characters worship Eberron gods and Eberron characters worshiping, say, Aminatur? No, I'm pretty sure we have some pretty strict lore restrictions in that regard, so it's unlikely we're going to see that kind of thing available. Alright, click on the door when we're ready. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Crystal Cove is set for sometime in this next quarter here. I can't remember the exact date for it, but well, we'll see it back. Oh yeah, we're gonna need to range these guys. Anyone got like a thrown weapon or something you can grab them with? Tieflings. Yeah, we've certainly heard a lot about tieflings over the years. You know, nothing I can announce in regard to that, but absolutely we hear that. Let's see.
You have captured enough air elementals. Take their essence and bind it to the Magefire cannon.
Alright, so we're going to be going back out to that middle room and then going to the other side, up the other sort of elevator ramps.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the shrine in the middle then.
Oops. Muncture 2 week for EE, really? First I've heard that one. But automatic doors from Star Trek, yes.
So we have to capture water elementals next.
Yep, yeah, it just
I
over
can
on...
turn into a water elemental.
Nice.
Does that help?
That'd be funny, huh? Alright. Oops. Oh no! Ah! Oh my gosh. I'm gonna die.
Wait, which platform were you going to?
Yeah, don't follow me. I went the wrong way. I fell. But we're basically
I don't
going...
know where I'm going. So.
We're going to the one that was on the opposite side of where we were. You know, there's those kind of light gravity elevators. And we went to the one on, I guess it was the east side, and now we're going to the one on the west side.
Oh, I might be at the right place then.
Looks like you are.
I was like, I just landed somewhere. I'm like, oh, well, I'm alone. I hope I went to the right place.
There we go. I don't have feather fall on. This makes it a little more challenging to hit these, but not too bad. There we go. All right, there we go. I don't suppose, Bonnie, you have an acid resist?
I do.
Why doesn't Wizard get UMD as a class skill? I don't know. Why don't they? Because they're mostly trained with, what, arcane magic, right? They don't really know much about, like, items and stuff. Well, I guess they do. I don't know. Good question, because it's... Did they get it in 3.5? Yeah. All right. Guess we're going. Oh, did you found one? Yeah, this elite's a little too tough for this guy. Yeah, I think elite's maybe a little tough for this guy.
And I'm slow on healing. I'm like, ah!
I've been doing some healing. Druids generally aren't built for them, though.
Beach party! No, the glowing eyes are just cosmetic. Wow. See that? 202 there? It's pretty heavy. Oh, heck.
Thank you.
Nice, Titan. Underforged tier 2. Sounds good.
Oh, cool. I never noticed that before either.
You have captured enough water elementals.
Sweet. All right.
Take their essence and bind it to the Magefire cannon. You've gathered the last remaining elemental essence. Return to the basement and bind them to the Magefire cannon.
I'm assuming we're just going to drop down.
Opulox the Indomitable turns to challenge you. See if you can prove his moniker wrong.
And then he blocks the resurrection shrine.
Hearing an awful lot of woos there.
Oh man!
As it
I
turns
thought I was
out,
gonna make it through without dying.
Opulox was all talk. Henceforth, he shall be remembered as Opulox the Dead.
Yeah, the end fight's going to be quite the challenge, I suspect. Yeah. It did save my life, yeah.
Anyone need beholder plate armor?
If no one really at all needs that plate, I'll take it, but
Oh, I dropped it to Burgundy already.
oh, okay.
Wasn't hearing a response from anyone else.
Yeah, it's fine.
Gotta
Yep.
be quicker. Sorry.
Did I don't believe we ever officially used the word green steel 2. Yeah.
Now I need this shrine here. A lot of death penalties.
Alright, yeah. Colossurg says, my guildies tell me Kana is not a dump stat. No, Kana is not a dump stat. Even if you're on a drow. Yeah. I always start off with at least a 14 con on my characters.
I think I'm wearing 2 green steel items right now. I've got like some smoke bracers for blur and the goggles for hit points and stuff in Concoct.
Nice. We ready to do this?
Ready as we'll ever be.
The Magefire cannon is now supercharged and ready to be fired. The Lord of Stone's forces pour in through the entrance that you made. Accompany them to the central portal to make your move on Belashira.
Yay! It's a race. So, not many here have actually done, say, the last encounter here?
Follow them and take down
Can be
the
pretty
Lord
tricky.
of
It's been so long.
It can be pretty tough, but we'll just see what happens here. We're going through.
Most people went up an escalator.
No, we're just going in through the main portal that was on that platform.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, Yamanuras, that's a good tip. To solo this end fight, pick up a healer hireling and set them to heal the gargoyles that go in with us. He says he's done it multiple times with these. That does indeed sound like a pretty good tactic. It's always been my contention that Belashira should be wearing a bathrobe, lounging around in a chair.
He totally should.
Welcome, pawns. I was just about to get started, now that I have created a suitably impressive avatar for this world. Do you like it? Suddenly you feel calmer, and the mad god before you seems less daunting. Several familiar stone figures emerge from behind you to confront.
Alright, let's
the Lord
try
of
to stick
Eyes.
together, try to stay alive. This could be, like I said, this can be pretty tough, so we'll see.
Belashira! You can't escape your stone prison in Kyber that easily. The power of stone is mine, after all. Feel the presence of Kyber in my creations.
That's true. There's a sort of a corner fight mechanism you can do too, where you just basically, what we can do is we can also do most of our fight from one of these corners to help prevent us from getting surrounded.
I might have some pots I can give you for spell points, so you can do stuff.
All Ask's creatures emit strange auras as they charge into the Lord of Eyes. These creatures appear to be holding the Lord of Eyes' true power at bay. Their role in this battle will be vital. Best to keep them alive if you can.
One shot. Yeah, not that bad though. It's basically just meteor swarm. Hit me for 80 some several times.
Something hits hard.
Indeed. There are these force traps you see along the side too, so don't run into those.
No, I'm just near the entrance here.
Yeah, I think it's Belashiri's casting a meteor swarm. It's doing pretty good.
More gargoyle warriors erupt from the portals and continue to press the fight.
So the beholders.
Oops. It got a little hectic.
We may be in trouble.
I'm guessing we might not be doing this one. He's not even half health yet.
No, I'm not
Yeah,
getting
it's a
through
little
the
bit
DR.
busy. Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. I just forgot that I just remembered I have Blade Barrier. That might be helpful.
Well, I don't know. I mean, do we want to try to give this a shot, or do we want to just call it? We're pretty much at the end.
What you mean?
Yeah.
Most of my headgear is damaged.
Yeah, my axe is damaged as well. Alright, well anyway, we're running late on our stream here, and we've got another stream kicking off in a couple minutes, so maybe we'll just
Yeah,
call
in a
this
couple
one.
minutes.
Yeah, we did another quest earlier. This was the second
Yep.
quest.
But you know that after we
figured-
do the pit Summer Fling on that stream that's coming up, I'm totally coming back here, and I'm going to do this quest.
Nice, nice. Alright, well I'm gonna call it here on Cannith, and we'll be back on Argonesson in just a little bit. I think I'm gonna start just a little late, give myself about let's say a 10-minute break for both you and me, Bonnie, huh? And have fun, everyone.
Yep.
Alright, I'm going to take, like I said, 10-minute break, just quick grab some food and give myself a little break from this live stream. Sorry we're running a little late today. We'll be back